So you wanna go hard? So you wanna be the greatest? Your life is a fantasy, and it's all for the taking. Cause this time is now, and I gotta get it. I'm a beast, I'm a freak when it comes to winning. Eyes on the prize, like a television. All room, no bus, no room, your place. So you wanna go hard?
Hey guys, welcome to the show. We're talking starts and sits for fantasy football week 7. The week 7 recap highlights with Tim, aka the Bald Man. What's going on, Tim?
Not much. How's it going, buddy?
Tim, a crazy week 7. I gotta say crazy. And I was up late last night. I'm just waking up. We're doing this early in the morning. I was up there for the overtime, and it seems like I've jinxed Russell Wilson with my post saying that he's the man and Kyler Murray is the poor man's Russell Wilson, and then the Arizona Cardinals pull off a win in overtime. Man, I've jinxed Russell Wilson. I don't know what to tell you.
That was a great game, though, man. I stayed up for the whole thing, too, and it was awesome. I loved it.
I'm exhausted, man. I'm absolutely exhausted. I was up late, and then after that, obviously replying to DMs, looking at the comments, just, the aftermath of that game. It was very entertaining. Russell and Kyler, I thought that would be a pretty decent matchup, so it was as advertised. In regards to the matchups, we're going to go over all of the optimal players that played really well and all of the guys that sucks, the studs and sucked at every position, starting with quarterback, moving on to wide receiver, tight end, and then ending off with our favorite position, the running back. But man, how'd you do this week, man? Good week.
I have to laugh. I was getting hammered again. I sat the wrong guys, man. Oh my God. I had like Randall Cobb on the bench. Not that he killed it. Hayden Hurst was on the bench. He was better than Tanyan. I made some bad decisions, and I got absolutely saved by the KC defense, man. They are saving me. Actually, right now, I'm up by 4.5. He's got Woods. I've got Cup.
Oh, man.
It's still a bit of a coin flip, but I should be safe.
So in my big money leagues, I'm actually 2 for 3. And we want to keep it real with you. We want to tell you guys our mistakes so that you guys don't make the mistakes and you can learn from our mistakes. And that's what it's all about. It's a learning curve, Just because we know this and I live it and I breathe it and I understand it doesn't mean I can't make mistakes too. And again, my mistake was, and I think a lot of people made the same mistake because I kept reading it. I started Claypool. How do you sit Claypool? You can't. I understand. We understood that Deontay was coming back. Now, I'm in this league where I could have technically started both because I think you can start up to 7 wide receivers. In a last stupid decision I made, this is the one league I screwed up, and I just want to kick myself for it. I ended up benching Deontay Johnson, thinking, okay, maybe he might come in and get hurt. Mind you, he did get hurt at the end of the game, so I don't know if it was like an ankle injury. Maybe he's not going to be back next week. I don't know the extent of his injury, but it looked pretty serious. He hobbled off. Looked serious. So maybe Claypool is the guy to fire up again next week. So I benched Deontay Johnson. Now, in hindsight, oh my goodness, Siri's talking to me now. Quiet, Siri. I'm trying to talk here. So I ended up benching Deontay Johnson for, again, A.J. Dillon. Oh, and again, hindsight is showing, Joe, how could you do that? You should have known. You don't know. You heard Aaron Jones is out. You figured that they would have probably started A.J. Dillon or played him a little bit more. I understand Williams was there, but I figured he would have got some goal line work. And I just thought maybe that's a smart decision because we saw Deontay crap in the bed the past couple weeks coming out, and Claypool was hot. It is what it is, Tim. What can I do?
Almost every fantasy player goes through the same thing. Oh, man, I sat the wrong guy. Oh, I made a last-minute hasty decision, and it screwed me. Yeah, same thing, man. So I already gave you the one. I also played Matt Ryan instead of Burrow. Burrow doubled his score. So, that all these little things can cost you. And luckily, like I say, KC defense has really kept me in the game this week.
Yeah. In my other leagues, again, did great. In one league, I crushed a guy. I think I'm up 100 in that celebrity league I'm in with the guy who plays Superman, Paul Walker's brother, Cody, John Brotherton from Fuller House. That whole league there, I'm actually coming back on a tear. I won 35-77. I'm up, and I had Josh Allen. I thought Josh Allen would have crushed it a bit more, but still had a good game. All my players did well. But again, overall, good week. Again, the Todd Gurley. We got to talk about the Todd Gurley highlight. I should have done a little bit more with that. So what ended up happening, you guys aren't aware, living under a bubble or didn't watch the games. The Falcons were down. There was a minute left in the game. I think they were down like 2 points or something like that, Tim?
I'm trying to think. I thought it was more than that. Either way, he should have gone down. I'll let you explain it.
Yeah, so Todd Gurley gets the ball, rushes, and should have actually went down near the goal line. They should have burned more off the clock. He ends up getting a touchdown. Okay, now this is where karma is a bitch. Last year, he kneeled down. He stopped the clock, screwed a lot of fantasy teams. it was such a big thing that even there was a show on Showtime. I think the show was called Action on Showtime. They actually featured a picture of our podcast where I said, Todd Gurley's an idiot or something like that in the show. So it was a big thing that everyone's criticizing Todd Gurley for taking in these screwing fantasy teams. And this week, he actually got in the end zone, but he did it by accident. But it was super funny and super karma against him. And then Matt Stafford comes back, drives down in a minute because they had left on the board, comes back and wins the game. And gets us more points. A lot of people had Hawkins and a lot of people had Kenny Galladay, who caught the ball, right? I think was it Hawkins that caught the touchdown? Either way, yeah. And Kenny Galladay got some extra points for a big passing catch there. So anyway, it benefited from a Hawkinson, from a Stafford, from a Gurley thing, just from Gurley's mistake. And I'm so glad that he chose fantasy over reality.
It was so funny, man. I was watching that game, and then when I saw that play, I'm like right away, oh my God, I can't believe it. I got to message Joe. I got to tell him, just in case he's not watching.
I was all over that.
It was so funny because, like you say, you went on an absolute tear last time he did this. Even though it was the smarter football move, you were ripping him apart. No, man, fantasy's everything. Fantasy's everything. And then this year, he does what you want him to do accidentally, and he gets the touchdown. It was hilarious, man. I was loving it.
But I love him. He's my new favorite player by default, by idiocy. Hey, it's not idiot. Fantasy above all. Yeah. All right. So before we get into this, guys, smash the thumbs up. Leave some starts and sits questions. I know it's early, but leave them for week 8. I'll get this done. But make sure you tune into Thursday's show because we cover everything, guys, in more detail. And smash thumbs up, like I said. And join Flick Chat. There is a link here below. Manscaped. Make sure you get your Manscaped trimmer. Promo code ShowerLion below. Get your Manscaped trimmer. There's a link here below. Love the product. They got ball wipes. They got everything. Shower Line. Make sure you use that because you're going to save some money on your order. There's a link below. And again, Flick Chat. Again, link in my bio as well. I know not link in my bio, my story mode. I always post it. You can join the chat during the games, and you can join us during the Monday Night Football game tonight and chat with us. And they've got this cool thing, Tim, where they have like Flick Picks, where it's kind of like DFS within the app. And there's a multiplier. You pick 5 players, and the top player gets like a 5 times or 20 times multiplier. I don't know what the exact multiplier is, but you pick 5 players, and there's a scoreboard, right? And we might do a giveaway tonight for the top scorer. Still uncertain if we're going to do that, but either way, it's bragging rights. So
I enjoy those things, actually. There's another site that I use quite often that does one called a Rankum, where it's similar. You pick 12 players, only 10 of them really count, but a multiplier as well. So your first pick is a 10 times multiplier, 9 times, 8 times. I enjoy it. It adds a little bit of thrill to the game.
All right. Yeah. So make sure you guys join us. Flick Chat, okay? Link here below. All right, so let's talk about the quarterback. Start off with the studs and duds. Let's go through the top 10. Justin Herbert tearing it up. Kyler Murray tearing it up. Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson. Even though he threw 3 touchdowns, Russell Wilson.
Three interceptions, you mean?
So 3 interceptions, sorry. 3 interceptions.
And 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, yeah. So technically I was right, but I was talking about the wrong thing. He was 3 for 3 in regards to touchdowns, interception ratio, and still put up 29 points PPR. Not that it matters, quarterback, but I always say PPR. Baker Mayfield, Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Drew Brees are your top 10. Now, I got to tell you, Tim, I got it right this time. I started Aaron Rodgers. He did better than Matt Ryan. I figured out the pattern with these guys. You have one bad game, one good game. So next week, I may consider firing up Matt Ryan, but I might just stick with the Aaron Rodgers train at this point.
I wish I'd have done the same, so I played Ryan instead of Burrow.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's
crap happens, yeah.
I mean, he came off like a 35-point week last week.
Yeah.
Guys that crap the bed. Now, man, this is crazy. You wouldn't think it, but Pat Mahomes, 12 points. Unacceptable for a guy in DFS lineups everywhere across the board. Pat Mahomes was one of the most expensive guys. Had a relatively easy matchup against Detroit. Crap the bed, man. Only 1 touchdown, 12 points. Is that really acceptable from Pat Mahomes?
Hell no. You don't expect that from a Pat Mahomes. You almost put him at a 20 floor, man. I mean, that's kind of where he needs to be.
Oh, look at this one, man. This is the crap of the week. So much so that he actually, I didn't watch the game, but I was reading the highlights. Cam Newton got booted from the game. I think they brought in Jarrett Stidham. After the game, I heard Belichick saying that Cam is still the guy. Negative, what do you get? Negative
0.18, I believe.
Yeah, negative 0.18 points, brings 3 interceptions, man. 60 yards is what he threw for, and 3 interceptions. Unacceptable. Sorry, I apologize. It was 98 yards he threw for. but that is unacceptable. Unacceptable, Tim, from Cam Newton.
That is a bad day at the office, man.
Huge, terrible day at the office. Terrible. Andy Dalton, some people started him thinking that he's going to come in and replace Dak Prescott. Got injured in that game. They brought in some guy that I call the Gucci or something, the Coochie, whatever. His name is I can't even. It's Ben DiGucci or something like that, but I call him the Coochie. Anyway, so yeah, Ben DiNucci is the actual name. He came in, and after Andy Dalton got hurt, and he sucked 1.56 fantasy points. Mind you, came in later, but man, the Cowboys are messed up, Tim. They lost 25-3 to Washington. I don't know what to tell you about those guys, man.
Cowboys are hurting this year, dude.
They are hurting. So those are a couple of the sucks, guys. Jimmy Garoppolo sucks 7.48 points. So yeah, those are pretty much some of the sucks. So we're going to come back at the end of the show and give you the suck of the week at each position. So that's quarterbacks. Anything else you want to say about our backs this week?
No, man. I mean, some of them had great games, obviously, like you could see. What was there? There was like 4 or 5 quarterbacks that had 25 plus points. So pretty damn good week for quarterbacks.
Yeah, they are producing. All right, moving on to the wide receiver position. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
Tyler, this boy is on fire.
Yeah, man, Tyler Lockett. Yeah, I don't think we have a singing career in the near future. I don't think that's going to happen.
Me and Alicia Keys do a little duet. That'd be all right.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. So I can't believe this, man. 20 targets. Okay, 20 targets, 15 receptions. He had a 75% catch percentage. He had 3 touchdowns, 200 yards, including a long one for 47 yards. Unbelievable. 53 points PPR. Tyler Lockett connecting with Russell Wilson. It's amazing. It was like Metcalf was not even on the field. Unbelievable.
Yeah, those guys were on the same page last night for sure, man. It seemed like everything went to Lockett. It was like he was the vacuum on the field. Everything, he just sucked it all up.
It was crazy because some of those catches, I mean, they were just pinpoint right on. He was bringing them in. It was unbelievable. It was art at its finest. They've got it down to a science. Forget art. It was just amazing to watch. It's super entertaining. The fact that it went to overtime, just a good game all around. I was exhausted again. At that point, psychologically, I mean, as humans, we wake up. That's why they say do your toughest tasks in the morning. You lose a lot of willpower. So in the morning, I wake up. On Sunday, I do a last minute show. Then I do the virtual tailgate with Fan to Fan. Then I do my lineups. I edit, answer DMs, and then I'm watching the games all day. I'm exhausted. So here I am up at I don't know what it was, 12:30 Eastern time, finishing watching this game. I was tapped out, but I still watched. It was good.
Oh, hell yeah, man. How could you not? There were a lot of exciting games yesterday.
Yeah, it was. It was good. Devontae Adams, second amongst wide receivers. And this one burns me. Just burns me in the heart. Burns. I mean, I did have Deontay in one league started because I don't have Claypool in that league. So I had to start Deontay in one league. In that league, I am thriving. But in the other one, I'm screwed. Unless Cooper Kupp breaks his leg upon the first snap and doesn't catch a ball, I'm good for the week. But Deontay Johnson, 29 points, and it burns me. Tim, it burns. It hurts. It hurts in the one league.
That's the way she blows, buddy. I mean, Claypool was looking amazing for the last several weeks. A guy coming back off injury, normally you don't expect him to do so well. And then half of the time they do. Half the time they come out and they just kill it. So that's what happened this week.
But Claypool was drawing the top corner. That he was blanketed pretty much the entire game. So Big Ben was going to the path of least resistance, which was Deontay and Juju. Both having pretty decent games. Tyler Boyd, good game. A.J. Brown's beast. Love the guy. Great game. DJ Moore, D-Hop having a good game. Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller, believe it or not, and Keenan Allen all having good games. Honorable mentions here. Anyone honorable mention? Terry McLaurin had a good game. You got to mention him. Juju had a safe game, 17.5. Galladay, 17.5. All these mid-range guys. Let's move on to guys that absolutely crap the bed. And I like talking about these guys because I like ripping into them. And I got to go on social media. Now, it's weird because so many of these players are taking offense. So when I do my suck of the week, Tim, these guys lose it on. They get upset. It's egos, right?
Well, sometimes you're a bit of a douche.
No, not really.
Come on. Sometimes there is such a thing as you can be a suck of the week. This week you sucked, but hey, you're a really great player. Normally today you sucked, but no, sometimes you go a little overboard and you're like, man, you suck. You have no place being in the NFL. you just plain suck. This guy's better than you. And meanwhile, the other guy is total garbage. So
No, but I don't do that for the suck. But I go, you are the suck of the week. You had this many points, which is true. I just speak the facts, and they suck this week. Speaking of
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
You know what? You know who I can get under his skin because he's got a short fuse. It seems like when he is on the field, I've never had him reply back to my comments. The other guys do. Guys like Eckler have. Guys like who was the last guy that replied back? I'm losing track. I know Leonard Fournette.
One guy just said, "Yo, STFU."
Yeah, it was Madison. That's right. That was the latest victim of my sucky performances. But I think Mike Evans is a guy that I think I can get under his skin. He had 5.7 points. He's supposed to be a top performer. Unacceptable. 2 for 2. Receptions, didn't do anything. 5.7. This is a guy that people drafted in the third round. Now I told you stay away, especially Antonio Brown going there. It's gonna be a disaster. But yeah, that sucks, man. DK Metcalf sucked. Jerry Jeudy, DJ Chark sucked. Just a couple of names here. Edelman also crapped the bed. Anyone else standing out to you?
Edelman was horrible, man. I mean, I've made the comment before, and some guy questioned me, like, "What do you mean?" So I said, it doesn't seem to matter. Anytime Edelman's on the field, that's where the ball goes. He's a guy that catches a lot of short, quick passes, and that's what I had meant by that comment. And I think most people would understand that, but some idiot had to say, "What do you mean? He goes where the ball is." Great analysis. Anyways, Edelman was horrible, but New England was horrible. So not a big deal. But yeah, Edelman, he's just super reliable. He's always where the ball is. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to give away the suck of the week, but damn, he is right down there.
Two rookies that have had some good games. Chase Claypool, CeeDee Lamb, both sucking. I mean, Claypool 0.8 points, not even a friggin' point. And then CeeDee Lamb, I mean, unbelievable. Claypool coming off a 4-touchdown game a couple of weeks ago does nothing. I mean, it's crazy. CeeDee Lamb 0.1 points. Odell Beckham Jr. out with an injury. From what I'm hearing, by the time of this recording, he's getting an MRI. It looks serious. I think it's a knee injury. Again, the guy's made of glass. Gets injured every single year and just does not perform. I warned you about him, yet he was still going off in the third round in fantasy drafts. 0 points. So Odell Beckham is the suck of the week. And some people say, well, he got hurt. Doesn't matter. He still didn't put up the points. I don't care.
And I don't like him.
You got to be ruthless. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him at all. So yeah, those are some of the sucks of the week. Let's move on to the tight end position. Let's go. Guys that did well. Again, with tight end position, what you see is kind of what you get. Although Harrison Bryant is the guy.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
I know. That's what I said. Harrison Bryant. It's almost like the Gucci guy. Like I'm like, the Gucci, whatever. But Harrison Bryant, man, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Not Martavis Bryant, Tim. Not Des Bryant. This is a whole new world of Bryant coming through.
It's a 1 week thing.
Yeah. It's got to be. I mean, I don't see it. It is what it is. Harrison Bryant, he's going to be a top waiver wire pickup, but I don't think it's going to continue like that. He's playing Cincy, but either way. Rob Gronkowski, he's Mr. Consistent, but 17 points. So, yeah, tight ends didn't do too much this week. Waller, Hawkinson, Logan Thomas, Richard Rodgers. I mean, who's that? It's crazy. Albert, I can't even pronounce his name. Do you want to try? Albert Okuwagabanim.
Yeah. That is a brutal one.
Yeah, that guy. 13 points. Hayden Hurst, Jared Cook, Eric Ebron, round out the top 10. Guys that sucked, again, what you see is what you get with these guys. But, I mean, how did Geno Smith do? 1.9. I guess we don't have high hopes for that guy anymore.
Yeah, Kelsey at 6'3".
Yeah, that's unacceptable, Kelsey. That could be a candidate for the second week when we come back and do that. Noah Fant, 6.8 points. I mean, nothing great, nothing outstanding. Dalton Schultz, who's had some good games, 4.2 points. Just crap across the board here at tight end, Tim.
Yeah, not a great week for tight ends. A lot of your guys were in that safe range, that 10-pointer, but other than that, yeah, there wasn't anything special.
And how about Darren Fells? I mean, 0 points this week. This was a guy, Tim, week 6, 20.5 PPR points. Darren Fells, 0 points. So here you are. You're like, yeah, walking in with a little, pep in your step. I got Darren Fells. I put up 20 points last week. 0 points. 0.
Damn it. I just blew like 3/4 of my fab on him.
Yeah. Inconsistency, man. Inconsistency. All right. Running backs here. Guys that crushed it. And you believe it or not, Jeff Wilson Jr. I don't know. San Fran's guy. had a good week.
Junior.
Well, yeah, Junior. Yep. James Robinson, Alvin Kamara, Todd Gurley. Because he did the right thing, Tim. He did the right thing. He chose fantasy before reality.
2 touchdowns saved his ass this week, man. I mean, you loved Gurley. You were promoting him a lot this year, and I'm still not impressed with what he's done. I mean, he had 23 carries for 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, okay. We know running backs need those touchdowns to get their points, but so be it.
Yeah, Chase Edmonds again outperforming Kenyon Drake. Jamal Williams 21.5 points. Drake's done nothing. Jamal Williams, Giovanni Bernard, Kareem Hunt, Antonio Gibson, Boston Scott, and Carlos Hyde comes in. I think Chris Carson got banged up early, and then Carlos Hyde came in and got a touchdown, ran to the outside, and David Johnson a receiving touchdown, 16.4 points PPR. How about that, DJ?
Okay, it's still not a monster, so nothing spectacular. You said it last week, even he's been in that 12 to 15 range consistently, so he bumped it up a little bit this time.
Safe and boring. Guys that crap the bed. Philip Lindsay, Zeke Elliott, 6.1 points. Kenyon Drake, 5.1 points. Chris Carson got injured, 5.1 points. Who else really crapped the bed this week? But yeah, Drake is probably up there, man. Drake and Zeke, what's going on?
Yeah. Guys that, Zeke especially you expect. I mean, he's like a top 5 pick easily, and then he blew it. Kenyon Drake, a lot of people were taking him first, second, and he's been crap, absolute crap all year.
And Jacobs, and not that we were expecting anything out of Le'Veon Bell, but he crapped the bed. We weren't expecting much out of him, or do I moving forward? Because Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I think, is the guy. And I mean, Josh Jacobs, unacceptable. 6 points. You were supposed to be a first-round pick. You're supposed to be the workhorse. And in comes friggin', I don't know, Jalen Richard was getting more carries or something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know.
This was definitely the week for the receivers. The running backs kind of took the back seat in this one. You know, the receivers put up the big points this week.
Yeah, it was crazy. So let's award it. Let's start off with the running back. Who gets the suck of the week at running back? We'll work our way backwards. Running back, tight end, wide receiver, and then quarterback.
Yeah, for me, it has to be Zeke. You know, the price is just too huge to get that low of a number.
Yeah, Zeke Elliott. I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs because I do have some Josh Jacobs stock. So this is a personal thing to me. You know what? I hate Le'Veon Bell. Let's give him the suck of the week. He's supposed to be the best running back in the game. And let's give Le'Veon Bell the suck. He's supposed to be the best, Tim. Top 5 running back. Now he's got no excuses on the Chiefs. He's my suck of the week.
I would say all 3 that we mentioned are really deserving of it. So
Le'Veon Bell, 3.9 points. There you go. That's all I care about.
Yep.
He only had 6 attempts. I don't care. He's my suck of the week. Whatever. He's for your Le'Veon Bell. If you are the best running back in the game that you claim you are, then you're on the Chiefs. You should be performing. I don't care. If you're the best, you should be able to take that job from Clyde Edwards-Helaire, period.
You are on a top offense now, man. There is no excuses.
No excuse now. There's none. It's all gone. So I need top performance at Le'Veon Bell every single week. I'm being sarcastic because he sucks. All right, so moving on to tight end. Man, I mean, stud of the week is Bryant. No one would have thought that. Who's that guy? With this one's tough. You got to give it to Kelsey, right? I mean,
I think so. Just based on expectations and points, yes.
Kittle had a 10.5 game too. You know, you expect more out of him, but Kelsey 6.1 points. That's it.
Yeah.
Unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. So Kelsey is the suck of the week at tight end. Has to be.
Yeah, pretty widely considered the top tight end to get in your draft. So putting up a 6 is not acceptable at all.
I'm debating on this one, even though he's my guy, so I'm not going to be biased and save him. But I got to give this probably to Claypool. I mean, who else would you give the suck of the week to here?
I don't know. I mean, I hate giving a rookie the suck of the year or suck of the week because the expectations shouldn't be as high as they are sometimes. Damn, man. I don't know who I want to pick here.
I'm tempted to go Odell, but he got injured, and we're not expecting much out of him either, right?
Yeah. He's an up and down player all the time, anyways. You know, he had the one monster early. I'm thinking I kind of have to go with Edelman, although he's not. He's not a top dog. He's consistent as well normally. So I'm going to give it to Edelman.
How about Metcalf? I got to give it to Metcalf. It is 4.3 points, Tim. You got to go. Metcalf or Evans? Evans, 5 points. Let's go Evans, 5.7 points. Unacceptable. 5.7 points out of Evans. I mean,
we're gonna have to get T-shirts made up or something that just say unacceptable. Unacceptable. Because that's what we use all the time when we're talking about our sucks.
It is completely unacceptable, Tim. I'm not.
It is.
Beyond sad for these guys. Quarterback. This one's interesting. Who are we going for?
Come on. This is when you put up negative points.
It's got to be Cam Newton.
It has to be, man.
What was it? Negative point what? 0.8?
1.8. Yeah, 1.8. So negative 0.2.
Come on. Was it that bad? That was 0.8, wasn't it?
No, it's 0.18.
Oh, dude, he sucks.
Yeah, no matter what, when you say negative, you don't really have to go any further than that when you're talking about anybody.
Negative 0.18. Yeah.
It's awful.
Unbelievable, Tim. Unbelievable. Cam Newton, you, sir, are the suck of the week.
The ultimate suck of the week, I'm going to say.
Yeah, that wraps it up. I'm going to go rip into these guys and see who replies to my comments and burn some more bridges.
Why not? It's only business.
All right, but these guys need to hear it. They need to know that they are the suck of the week. They need to know.
I'm sure they kind of already know, but yeah, it never hurts to rub a little salt in the wound.
All right, guys, smash thumbs up. Let me know who your suck of the week is in the comments. And if you guys listening in the audio, head on over to YouTube and go to the comments. I wanna read your comments here. I can't, man. I'm I can't stop laughing. Cam Newton, Mike Evans, crap in the bed completely. Ben,
tell us about your ultimate blunders too. Who did you put in instead of the guy that went off? You know, we want to hear those ones too, because everybody's got them.
Did you make the Claypool mistake? I want to hear that. So, all right, guys, we're out. Thanks for being here. We'll talk soon. See you in the Flick Chat app tonight during Monday Night Football. We are out. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.